Hi guys, and welcome to today's lesson on electronic structure, which is part of the GCSE chemistry and the GCSE combined science specification, predominantly from AQA, but it does apply to other exam boards, and it's from the atomic structure and the periodic table subsection of the specification. So first of all then, electrons, we need to understand that electrons orbit the nucleus in shells. So if you're not quite sure about this, you can link back to a previous lesson on the atomic structure, which shows us the structure of the atom, just to remind you of that. So electrons orbit the nucleus in shells. There's some golden rules here to remember. So the first shell, you can fit a maximum of 2 electrons, and in every shell after that, you can fit a maximum of 8 electrons. So we've got the example here of calcium. Calcium has the atomic number of 20. Now that tells us that calcium has 20 protons. If calcium has 20 protons, we also know that calcium has 20 electrons because the number of protons and neutrons are electrons rather are the same number. That's why an atom is neutral, it has no overall charge. So again, just to reiterate the golden rules here, the first thing you should do is count the number of electrons using the element's atomic number. So the example we talked about earlier was calcium. It has an atomic number of 20, which tells us it has 20 protons, but it also tells us it has 20 electrons. The first shell can take a maximum of 2 electrons, and all other shells take a maximum of 8 electrons. Now you must fill a shell before you move on to the next shell. So we're going to look at an example now on the next slide. So here we've got a walkthrough example of beryllium. So the first thing we must do is look at and identify the number of electrons. So beryllium has an atomic number of 4, so that's the small number, the one at the bottom usually, which tells us it has 4 protons, but it also tells us it has 4 electrons. So the first thing we do is we write the symbol of beryllium, and we draw our first shell around that. So we need to draw 4 electrons in total. Now remember the rule, the first shell can only fit 2 electrons. So we draw our first shell, we draw our 2 electrons represented as X's. Decide how many electrons you've got left. So there's 4 in total, there's 2 more left to draw to make up the 4. So we draw a second shell, and on that shell we add the remaining 2 electrons. That's a total of 4. Right, so I'd like you to have a go here. So if you want to pause the video, feel free to do so and have a go at drawing the electronic configuration of nitrogen using the rules or the example I've shown on the previous slide. Let's have a look then. So nitrogen has an atomic number of 7, therefore it has 7 protons in total, but it also has 7 electrons. So we draw the symbol for nitrogen, draw our circle around it, our first shell. We fill that up with 2 electrons, because remember, we cannot fit more than 2 electrons. That means we have 5 more electrons left. So we draw our second shell and then draw our subsequent 5 electrons on that. And just to double check our answer, we count up the number of X's, so we've got 7 in total. Therefore that is correct because the atomic number is 7. The link here is the exam link here. I'd like you to pause the video and have a go at this exam question to see if you have understood what we have learned today. So if you would like to pause, and we'll go over the answer. Right, so let's have a look at the answer. So it says when sodium reacts with water, it forms sodium ions. The diagrams below represent the electronic arrangement of some atom and ions. Which of the following A to E represents the electronic arrangement of the following? A sodium atom. Right, sodium has an atomic number of 11. Which one of those diagrams has 11? So straight away, we can look at discounting A because A only has 10. It could potentially be B, and the rest of those I think on there, yeah, the rest of those C, D, and E have more than 11 electrons. The only one it can be is B because it has 2 electrons in the first shell, 8 in the second, and 1 in the third, which comes out to a total of 11 electrons. We can also write the electronic configuration down beneath the element as you see. So it's a good time to make that point here. If you look at the exam question, you see how they give shell by shell account. So for the correct answer, which is B by the way, if you look at the number of electrons, they've gone shell by shell and they've said it's 2, 8, and 1. So 2 in the first shell, 8 in the second, and 1 in the third. So let's put a mark scheme on the board there. B or 281 gives you a mark. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment and subscribe for more videos in the near future. Thank you.